A good morning to our viewers. Still on AET TV, that is empowering youth in technology. This is your host for youth feedback in Cementa Bridget, every morning of a Saturday to bring you different stories that the youth present, the different stories, inspirational stories, different stories. And today we are at the university in, that is Mbarara University of Science and Technology, the university in, and we are to discuss issues concerning the reporting of students. Those are the freshers or the first year students at the university. And today I am lucky to have one of the members that lead that team that is welcoming the freshers, and he is the president of Class Presidents Forum in the university, Mr. Sewanyana Ernest. It is just a privilege hosting you here. You are highly welcome.
Thank you so much, Bridget. Thank you so much, AET TV, for having us. Like she said, I'm Ernest Sewanyana, and as of this day, I am the president of the Class Presidents Forum, which is spearheading and the welcoming of the first year students, together with the academic registrar's office and other stakeholders in the university. Good morning, dear viewers.
Yes, it is a beautiful morning. It is a beautiful Saturday morning, and we are here to discuss mainly the reporting of the first year students at MAST, and also the whole process, registration and everything, as well as the experience of the different first year students that they've had, just the few days they've spent in the university, as well as discussing the essence of the Class Presidents Forum, which is the main team that is taking us through the whole registration process, orientation process, and we shall get all that from our president, Honorable Sewanyana, and also the other first year students that shall join us as we go on. So, Mr. President, what exactly is the CPF?
CPF, like you said, MAST CPF is the Mbarara University Class Presidents Forum, founded on this campus very recently, in February of 2020. And our patroness, we are very blessed to have the academic registrar as our patroness. What we do is we unify class representatives, we prefer to call them class presidents here, in the whole university throughout all the 6 faculties, and we try to address the issues of students together, because class presidents are the leaders who interact directly on a daily basis, day to day, with the students, mostly on academic issues, but also on other non-academic issues that are very pertinent in university life.
Okay.
Yes.
It's been so good that MAST came up with that idea that is helping to coordinate. Did you say that it's just started in 2020?
Yes, 2020.
Okay. What do the different class presidents on that forum do? What is the role of class presidents?
Well, basically, the most basic of our roles is to have a link between the student body and the academic staff.
Okay.
Because in a world where we live, where university education is so liberal, it is very easy for somebody to lose track.
Yes,
but we have lectures where students may not know what's going to happen when and where, and we are the source of all that information, from the academic staff to the students, as well as addressing students' issues pertaining to our academics to the concerned stakeholders, mostly our lecturers, but also the other different academic stakeholders who may not be teaching us, like the academic registrar's office, timetabling department. We participate in a lot of that to make sure that what happens in policy making academically in the university is actually in line with the students. So in a few words, I could say we are advocates as well as humble servants. Yes.
Okay. Yes. You said humble servants.
Yes.
How are you humble servants? What exactly do you mean?
Yes, I actually chose my words carefully. I chose to say humble servants because it's very amazing how such a very important department of leadership is not up on stage as much as other leadership departments. We have these leaders, the class presidents, as I said earlier, they interact with students day to day, and if there is anything to be known about the students, a class president knows it better. If there is anybody who serves students daily, it's a class president. But before the class presidents forum came through, we did not have recognition on the Students Guild. But recently, with the forum unifying us, we are being represented on the Ministry of Education in the Guild, and we are having...
I think you even play a very big role. How I wish the Minister of Education would come from one of the presidents.
Yes, exactly. We are currently, we are lobbying for facilitation for class presidents, airtime and the likes. We are trying to lobby for an allowance. I call us humble servants because most of the work we do is voluntary. They are classes that support, yes, classes that support their class presidents with a little airtime, together collective, but not everybody does it. But you see, we are happy to serve day by day. Some lead for 5 years, 3 years, 2 years, like that.
I've seen presidents even in 5th year of medicine. Someone is like, I became president in my year 1.
Yes.
But there was no privilege, but I still take it on. Indeed, you are humble servants.
Yes, they become presidents in 1st year, and the urge to change class president in any class is always not there, because as time goes by, you discover that, there's no privilege. There's actually no privilege that comes along. But it's very interesting and amazing. Yeah.
You as the president of presidents in the university, how does it feel, by the way, to be a president of presidents? Because you're holding all of us in your hands like this.
Yes, I think it's a very amazing opportunity. To be a leader of leaders doesn't come easy, because you are actually representing the ideologies of people, representing ideologies of other people. And being at our preliminary stages, there is a lot of need from the forum. One, collecting and bringing together each and every class leader, from the very newest students, the year ones, up to the last class in the university. We are still trying to develop that kind of database. It's a very amazing job, I should say, because you work with people who have very great ideas, people who have solutions to different challenges and a lot of advice, and having our patroness as the academic registrar makes it a lot more interesting, I should say. Yes.
Okay. To our viewers, you are in any other institution, either it might be around Barra City or any other institution in Uganda. This is a very great idea, having CPF in your institution. Does CPF also operate in other institutions, or it's only at must?
what we have so far is must CPF.
Must CPF.
Yes, and I have not really seen it happen elsewhere around, unless I am just here to find out, but I think it's a very new idea.
Okay, I think it should also be extended to other institutions, because class presidents need to be recognized. They need to be appreciated for the work they do. They are the people behind our academic excellency, I might say. I've always been grateful to my class president because she's always there for me.
Yes.
Yes, so to our viewers, thank you so much for following us still at AET TV with your host Bridget in Cementa, and the guest of today, Honorable the president himself, His Excellency Sewanyana Ernest. Let's just go for a short break, and when we come back, we shall be looking forward. We shall be looking into the different activities that are being run by the CPF in the university, apparently. And yes, welcome back from the short break, still on your feedback on AET TV, empowering youth in technology. Still with our guest, Mr. Sewanyana Ernest. I would like you to bring it to the light, everyone who is watching, which activity is the CPF running apparently in Bara University?
Yes, when we started CPF, we had to look for activities that can really bring out the value of a class president beyond the class, beyond lectures, lecture rooms and timetables and projectors, you know. Yeah, so first of all, we would love actually to thank the Academic Registrar's Office for incorporating us into the process of registering new students in the university. It is what we've been working on recently. It's been a very interesting task that we've done, and in future we look at doing greater things at maybe graduation. We are looking at a general assembly and leadership orientation for all class presidents in the university, and I think that will come through very soon. That is basically what we are working on, getting together, leadership training and different activities that get us to interact and serve our mother nation through the university and its students.
Okay.
Yes.
Please talk about the reporting of freshers, of the first year students into the university.
Yes, the freshers, as we always prefer to call them, I think this time around we've had about a 3 days exercise, welcoming them, registering them, and I should say they have really turned up, and it was nice to have them. We've noticed a few differences from the previous years. After a very long break, long holiday, we were actually worried students wouldn't come through, and other minds were worried students would be too many on the first day and overwhelm us. You know, the excitement of returning to school after so long, and then you're going into university. So the very first day, the very first hours were really full of tension. We didn't know what to expect, but we were having the students one by one. And one thing I found really interesting about this year's freshers is an improvement in it's called computer literacy. I think we are doing better with bridging the digital divide in the country so far, because in the past we have been helping students with the AIMS system in all universities throughout the country, paying fees, but this time round we've had fewer students coming for such kind of help. The most of them had actually already paid their fees, generated reference numbers, though of course there are some that came through to open up their portals. And the students this time around have been organized, and we've not been overwhelmed. It's yeah, it has been good. It gets tiresome along the way, but the numbers were good. Not so many, not so few.
How many, according to estimation, how many have you welcomed? How many have reported so far?
Yes, we interact with quite a number of them, but as you see the people coming through every day in the lines, I can say that we have had at least 600 in the last 3 days.
600?
Yes, and yeah, we expect the number over time to rise to about 2,000 because we expect students coming in on district quota loan scheme in the coming days. In the past 1 week, we've had students on direct entry, private sponsorship, government sponsorship, and there is also a very big percentage in other entry modes that we expect. So I can say that people are doing well with educating students, educating their children actually, in such a hard time financially when every school is opening, and at that very moment, no break, no nothing, the university is also opening. It's very challenging.
So it has been a national reopening, yes, like grand reopening of all the schools, and we all know that the schools closed in 2020. So after closing for all the 2 years, it has all been rotating on COVID-19. How have you gone by it? Which measures have you taken as you welcome these new students on board? Because they are the same people that have been in lockdown for 2 smart years. So you can't be sure whether they are sick or they are fine or they are safe. You can't know. So which measures have you put in place as the CPF? Yes, as well as I can also say the Ministry of Education.
Yes.
With also our academic registrar. Yes.
So the university provided sanitizers at I think every entry point. The guild and the office of the Dean of Students plus the office of the AR had sanitizers at the gate, at the labs, at every verification area, and we did not receive anyone. It was out of the way to have anyone being received without a mask on. All our officers had masks on, I think from personal initiative and responsibility from our health, but also a directive from office of the Dean of Students. We had posters all over reminding people of the already known, the SOPs, which we expect people to be knowing. We have taps at the gate for hand washing with soap. I think hand hygiene and masking up have been way up there. And I would love to thank everybody, students, parents, the university administration, and every leader. And we also have vaccination ongoing at the referral hospital.
Is this still going on?
Yes, as of today, we still have vaccination ongoing at the referral, and we've been encouraging everybody to visit the referral. We are blessed to have our hospital adjacent to the university, so it is not hard. Vaccines are really accessible, and we've been very clear and articulate, and we've not gotten tired of reminding people to get vaccinated, the students, and directing them. I'm sure they had a guild trip, and the guild trip was about campus tour actually, not guild trip. Campus tour around the campus organized by the guild, and I'm sure they couldn't miss the vaccination points. And I think that will help us even to live through the academic year, which we are going to start.
How did you handle that congestion? You know, I know that you are in big numbers. How many faculties?
We have 6 faculties.
6 faculties, so they all reported at once.
Yes, in the past we've been having 5 days to welcome people, and at least you could have different faculties coming on separate days. It was quite special this time round. We had fewer days because we were coming from a festive season and we had to open before 10. So instead of 5 we had 3. The numbers were big, but we didn't get as congested because we had distancing, social distancing, even within the waiting areas. We tried to make it comfortable for people. Instead of standing in a line, you sit in a line. Yes, we have chairs and we seated under a tent, a shade, and the cool breeze of Mbarara. We could patiently wait and keep moving, and we were really spaced out. We held a very safe exercise. I'm pretty sure we are not going to have a surge because of welcoming students. Not really.
Is the process still going on, or it has come to an end?
The process is really ongoing. The policy is we have registration for students officially for 2 weeks. From the day of the start of the semester, they have 2 weeks to come and register and settle in. You will also find a few who came and feared the lines and went to their hostels, but they will keep registering. What is special about the coming 2 weeks is that the team we've been having is also going to class. These are student leaders, and being student leaders, they are students. They are heading back to their studies.
No more business.
Starting on Monday, so we shall not have them help as much. But I think they have done an amazing job with helping the biggest numbers that came first. For the remaining 2 weeks, you cannot have numbers as big as we've had. So the help of a team of student leaders was really, it came in handy. Yes, and I think even if we let them go now, it's been good.
You can let them go to start preparing for their academic year.
Yes.
So thank you so much for everything, for the knowledge that you've shared, for all that you had to share about CPF, welcoming of freshers, and the essence of CPF. We are grateful. Extend my sincere gratitude to all your fellow presidents. We as AET, we are always grateful for the good services that you do to the fellow to the students, because we love MUST so much, and we are always grateful to work with leaders in Barrow University of Science and Technology. So now you can say you can give your final remarks to our viewers, and then we proceed. You can give your final remarks.
Thank you so much, Bridget, for the show. Thanks to AET TV, the producers, for thinking about us and having us, for loving MUST, and for giving our forum such a forum of publicity. I would love to thank the viewers of AET TV who have been with us from the very start up to where we are now. And just a word or two to the youth leaders, especially student leaders out there, is we should do our best every other day and offer our best to the people that we serve, and take every day as an opportunity to learn, because we are the future of our country. We are the future of the world. Our ideas will die with us if we do not have good leadership, good advocacy. So I advise every institution out there to consider having a unifying forum for class leaders, not to marginalize them, because I think when they come on board, everyone's life in school gets a lot better. And maybe a final word to our new students who have been the topic of the show, who are new in the life of university, the life of independence. I've talked to some who have just opened bank accounts. You know, this is where maturity starts. I advise them to keep on track, to focus because a lot can change with the liberal life that comes with being at university. But we should never forget why we are here, to build our dreams, to build our careers. And I think number one and biggest share of that is taken by your academics. To take them seriously and not to lose track of that. But it is also important to live the life at campus, because it's the life that we live that opens us to the rest of the world, to the people that push us further, to the lessons that we never learn in class, to the lessons that will never appear on our transcripts, and those lessons form us. So I advise everybody, students going into university, to acknowledge and welcome and embrace a wholesome life, to be responsible, to plan and live a complete life, to avoid we call it skewed in science, yes, to avoid a skewed life. We should live on a balance and be happy. It's very important to be happy. It's very important to grow and achieve the reason why we are here. I wish you all the best. Please keep liking and following and subscribing to AIT TV. Thanks a lot, AIT. And for a better must, I think for a better city and for a better country, you're doing a great job.
Indeed, you are a leader. And indeed, you are a president. Thank you so much for the words full of wisdom. We are grateful to host you here once again. Thank you so much for coming to AET, for honoring our invitation and being part of the show. And yes, next we are going to be welcoming in other guests of the day, and these are the freshers. Yeah, we shall listen to their story, their part of the story, and also their experience. First day at campus. How is it? Is it fire? Is it according to expectations? How is life at the university? Just for the few days, 2 days they've spent in the university. Let's go for a short break. Welcome back from the short break. Still with your lady Bridget and Samantha, live at AET TV, empowering youth in technology. I am blessed to have the 4 beautiful people, two handsome men and 2 beautiful ladies on the show on youth feedback. Yeah, they are, I can say he's now in second year, but he has been the chief fresher, Mr. Erima, the celebrated student at Must. Oh my God, man. I about peace. This gentleman, I don't know how he does his things. The way he balances work, school, business, I don't know. I credit you for the smart work that you always do.
Thank you so much, Bridget.
So now, the 3 students are all in first year. Yeah. Yes. We call them freshers. Fresh women and a freshman. So they'll be introducing themselves, because our viewers need to know more about you, who you are, your former schools, your ambitions. And it's such a beautiful morning whereby I'm hosting guild members already. First day in the university, and you are a guild counselor. How does that feel?
Splendid.
They are part of the guild, and yes, let me give them an opportunity to introduce themselves to our viewers. Yes, please.
Hi everyone, my name is Jonathan Anyine, and I'm a student of pharmacy. It's just minutes ago, or even an hour and a half, I just won as the chief fresher 2022.
Wow, congratulations. Welcome back from the short break. Still with the ladies and gentlemen in the house, discussing the reopening and reporting of first-year students to Mbarara University, their experience for the 3 days they've spent in the university, and how they will go by with the following weeks, months, years as they stay in must. Starting with the chief fresher, the current chief fresher. Erima, you're no longer chief fresher.
I'm no longer. I'm expired now.
Okay. What are your expectations as a student?
As a student, not as a leader, right?
Yes, as a student.
As a student, when I was coming to Masai, I've had friends who are here.
Okay.
And so from the very start, when I told my friends I'm going to Mbarara University of Science, they told me you have to be ready to read. Seriously, sincerely, that's what they told me.
So you're prepared?
I'm very, very prepared. That was the first thing I prepared for. Secondly, I'm changing from the high school life to the university life. I expect and I still expect to meet more people. I expected to meet many people, and I did so.
Wow.
I'm expecting to have fun. Everyone I talk to tells me, you know what, campus, make sure you have fun, have your time for books, do that balance. I have the fun. So those are my expectations. I expect that there will be a time when I will need to switch my head, do the balance, do the calculations. Now that there is the leadership thing, which is just another task, take it up with as much vigilance as I can.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then as a leader, I'll start with what you ended that sometime when you said we wish to have a RIMA in the council, in the coming council. That was so inspiring. So that means as a leader now, since I'm now the new fresher, I should make the other people that council want to have me again on the council. Do the best as a leader, serve, represent, get the class together as much as I can at the best of my ability. That's so beautiful.
Yes.
Miss Victoria, okay. I know now you're already thinking a lot. What you have to do for the freshers. Obviously, you have to be visible. Being a lady fresher doesn't mean that you should just have a title and sit back. What are you ready to do so that we can see you, we can feel your visibility in the university?
First of all, I'm planning to support girls.
Wow.
Girls, mainly. Okay, we are no longer girls. Okay, the ladies especially. Because sometimes the ladies, we find some problems, like you can get a problem but you don't know who to talk to, you don't know who to approach, like you don't know where to start from. So I want to always be there for them, to support them, like to connect them to anything they want. So that's why I'm going to try very hard to know the basics of the school. Where can I get this? What can I do right now? Like who is the most approachable lecturer? Like the president or any student in the guild who is very approachable. Like if someone has a problem, who can I approach? Like how can I help them out? So especially, so I want mainly to support the girls. I want my presence to be
seen of helping a girl child. Wow.
The activism is involved.
I see an activist here.
Some societies, there is a way they despise girl child. I don't know why. They despise us. They don't despise, but they see us at a lower level. So I want the ladies to be at least at the same level as the guys.
I love that energy.
We need to be there.
Please do not drop that energy.
Yeah. Actually, I have this dream of becoming a minister of health in Uganda. I have to do it. At least a minister of health. At least. I don't know how I'll do it, but God is by my side.
Wow.
Dr. James Acheng, another one.
I want to be like her.
Okay.
Those are the inspirational ladies in our
God will
country.
again give you a signal.
Yeah.
Like for me, when I came here,
Yeah, I never
when I arrived here, when I arrived here, if you watch my interview with Bridget, I've always believed God brought me here. And when I reached here, I met the right people. I met Bridget. I met, there's certain people I don't want to mention their names, but I met the right people. And those are the same people I believe we are going to move with up to the national level. So if you've met us also, I believe we are the team that is going to move up to the national level. And that dream, I'm sure it will come true sometime. Yes, because we believe in God.
What I can tell you, the campus setting is so different from the school setting, the high school setting, where your ambitions can phase off, where you can have a different version of you, not the other version that you wanted to be, the person in your dreams. It is also a place where you can build onto your career and get more opportunities. So it's up to you, the way you design your life in the university. Because most times people come with ambitions. We've seen leaders of institutions, like in high school, head prefect, head girl, head boy. But when they reach the university, their life changes. Yes, it changes completely. And then we get these other people coming on board to take up these different roles, to get in, to take part in different engagements. And you know, those are the people that are focusing on career. They have a vision. So being a lady fresher is, to some people it might not be something big, but to you it is something big. Now it is giving you grounds to build your dream. It's giving you a platform, because other people do not have where to start from. You are starting from that. All right, Faith, what are your expectations in the university as a student?
Obviously, I expect to have fun.
Okay.
Make many friends. Like,
Wow.
was always telling us that you never know. Now here we are seated with a minister. some other most connection. And I'm happy I'm seated with these two. So, yeah, I'm just expecting good things out. I'm optimistic. I don't expect anything bad.
Wow. So thank you so much for sharing your ideas, sharing your thoughts. Still on AET TV, live on YouTube. That is Youth Feedback. I thank the people that have come in today. First it was the president of class presidents, and now here I am with the former chief fresher and the ladies. We are just going to wind up this. I just want everyone to give their final remarks, and we say bye-bye to the show and to our viewers, starting with the former
Outgoing.
outgoing, yes,
Expired one.
outgoing.
Expired.
Yeah.
Yes, I would like to look directly into the cameras, and I want to tell people that when you come to the university, away from secondary life, you're into the open world. It's time to build your social network. It's time to unite. It's time to stand out. It's time for you to take the bigger steps if you want to be someone. So from this step, try to work hard such that you make it to the future. And I always say one thing, that for us who come from poor families, we have to work twice. We have to work so hard that when we're not around, our presence is felt. Whoever comes to the university, I just want us to work on the unity. Do not despise an opportunity. Try to give it time. If it is okay, move with it. If it's not okay, then you can throw it away. Learn to build your social network. You never know. You never know.
Sure.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Rima. And as I take over the mic, as I take over from him, I think I'm also taking over as the chief fresher.
Wow.
Yes, and as I take over, I want to begin with my story. And I think this should go out to everyone out there who needs to know this. Today morning, I got in touch with one of the freshers, and I told him, you know what, hey, I want to become chief fresher. And then he was like, You want to become chief fresher, but it's too early. Why are you telling? No, it's too early for you to get involved in all those things. Why, he was telling me it's too early. Then I remember I told him, and if he's watching this video, he'll justify. I told him, you either want it so bad or you don't want it at all. So for everything that anyone is going to do out there, be it having fun, be it doing your books, be it doing the connections, connecting to people, you either should want it so bad or you don't want it at all. Yes, and I think that's what keeps me moving. When it is the time to make the shot, do it. And when you get there, do it your best. If you're a sweeper, sweep well. That's all.
Sure. Okay, thank you. So what I have for people, like the closing remarks. Actually, me always in everything I do, I put God first. I have two things I follow. Like, should I call it a theme? Okay, I have two words. With God, everything is possible. Actually, with God, everything is possible. And then the other thing, cleanliness is next to godliness. When you're cleaning your mind, your thoughts, even the physical part, you're always next to God. Because when you have clean minds, you always have clean thoughts. You always, like, everything will be smooth. Like, you connect with. Actually, I don't know whether you get what I'm meaning, but then cleanliness is next to godliness. So thank you for today. Thank you for hosting us.
Yeah, thank you for hosting.
Bridget. Thank you, Rima. Thank you. Thank you, Faith.
Yeah, and maybe something I need to say. We are so I'm committed. I for one to unite the class, have the togetherness, and fully represent.
Wow.
I pledge, that's my pledge,
Wow. Teamwork, by
Teamwork,
the way.
it is one of the visions of the university.
I got that one. Teamwork.
Yes, teamwork. We work together, we push forward.
Okay, Faith, you can say what to our viewers?
Closing remarks. I really don't have, but what I want to say is, yes, put God first, like she won.
Wow. So thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so much for honoring my invitation. I for one met this gentleman and told him to come with smart students. And indeed, he didn't disappoint me as usual. He never disappoints. And then, as we wind up, yes, I would like to remind our viewers of the show, the Must Meet Up Party on 25th January. This is a party that we shall hold with Caesar's Bengal main celebrant, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, the guy of the day. I think he can put it very well. Please do.
Yeah, I would like to tell the mass community that on 25th of Jan, as I told you, let's work on building our social capital. On 25th Jan, we're going to be hosting Caesar's. We are finalizing with all the details, but ordinary, we're going to pay 15,000 shillings. And then if you want to be in VIP, you pay 25,000 shillings. Tables at 100,000 shillings. Come, we link up. To be a party hosted by Remagustin, so everyone will be protected. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you for watching. We meet next Saturday morning at the same time. That is 11 a.m. Bye.